What's up, guys? It's Crockett, and I'm going to tell you a ghost story. It's not my story, but I was kind of involved in it, and I never heard anybody talk about this or any lore about it. Way back in the day, my parents lived in Laughlin, and we used to hang out. Me and my buddies would hang out at my parents' house, and it was me, my buddy Ronnie, and my buddy Carmen. And over the years, I've just lost contact with my buddy Ronnie, lost his cell phone, so I couldn't call him to get the whole story. But I'll tell you what I remember of the story. So it was one night, it wasn't even like Halloween. It was just the three of us. We were hanging out, probably playing Xbox, watching TV. And it's important I tell you, there was nothing scary about the night. There was no ghost stories. We weren't telling ghost stories. We weren't watching scary movies. We weren't playing scary games. It was literally just three guys. We were just hanging out like a typical Tuesday afternoon. Nothing weird about it. Ronnie had to leave. So he left. Just me and my buddy Carmen were hanging out. And it was the days of a flip phone. So there was no camera on your phone, anything like that. And we get a call, and it's Ronnie. And I thought it was kind of weird because Ronnie had just left. He wasn't even gone, 15 minutes. And he only lived in West Pittston. So I answer it, and it's Ronnie, and he's like hysterical. I mean, like hysterically screaming at the top of his lungs, almost in tears. Like something has scared Ronnie near to death. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? Calm down, calm down. He's like, and he's just yelling. He's like hyperventilating, yelling. And he's like, I'm coming back. And I'm like, all right. And he hung up. And my buddy Connor was like, what was that about? I was like, I don't know. Ronnie's just screaming in the phone. We don't know what happened. So now we're like just waiting. We're waiting for him to come back because we don't know what's going on. So he comes back and he tells us this story. Now, I went ahead in my car and I shot video along the path Ronnie would have took. And I'm going to do a voiceover so you can get an idea of what happened. Here we are in Pittston. That's the Red Mill to the left of us. You're going to keep going down this road. There's Sandra's Pizza to the left right there. Keep going down. Now, right up here to the left, it's the Pittston Area High School. You go that way, you go up like you're going to the high school, but you keep going straight. Eventually, you're going to come to this gas station right here. It's called Thompson Street. You would make a right. Now, remember, when Ronnie was coming home from my house, it was pitch black outside. So now we're on the path Ronnie was taking that night. Very dark. He's by himself in his car driving down this road. He said there were no other cars on the road. It was just him. Now remember, nothing scary was going on that night. He just hung out and he was going back to his house. This is the way he always took, the way he always left my parents' house. Now, this hill is very important because when Ronnie got to the top of this hill, he saw what he saw. So as he's coming up on the top of the hill, he looked down, and right there to the right-hand side by that house, he saw a woman or a girl in a white nightgown who looked like she was dripping wet. She was soaking wet from head to toe. Her hair was down, and she was just standing on the side of the road. As Ronnie came down the hill, the girl slowly just disappeared or vanished. Ronnie slowed down. Right here is where he slowed down. And he looked to the right. The girl was not there. However, when he turned his head to the left, the girl was standing right there, staring into his car window. He said her hair was kind of over her face. She was ghostly white, and she was obviously soaking wet, looked almost like something out of a horror movie, just staring into his car window. He screamed, he floored it away, and that's when he called us. So there you go. That's what Ronnie says he saw that night. And like I said, there was nothing scary going on. We weren't talking ghost stories, nothing like that. It's also important to mention it wasn't raining that night. It was totally dry. The roads weren't wet. It didn't rain. It was it may have even been a summer night. I forget. I just know it was a bone dry night. There was no water on the ground. What Ronnie saw, I don't know. Why was the girl soaking wet? Obviously, she was like a ghost white pale, almost like, I want to say like the Ring girl. But he said he turned around and she was just staring with like big black eyes, mouth open, looking into his car window. And he came right back. I mean, he came back to my parents' house and he was like manic. He was almost went insane. Like he couldn't gather words to tell us what he saw. He was totally scared. And he told us, he's like, guys, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to go by myself. You guys got to follow me home. And so we did. We instead of doing the smart thing and taking a different path home, we got in our cars and we went the same path he took home. That same path I just took. Nothing on the road. We asked around. We talked to people that lived around the area, seeing if maybe there was some sort of like accident, something that happened. We never found anything out about it. And to this day, every once in a while, I will take that road at nighttime, hoping this, well, I guess not hoping, but wondering if I'll see what he saw. Nothing. He never saw it again. But who knows? Maybe now that I'm telling this story, someone will have seen it or heard some lore to it. I don't know. What do you think?